blade always in this smack, breaking it in half.
There's Poncho and Hawkins.
Yeah. And Poncho,
was actually useless to the team. He didn't die within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, but he had that grenade launcher, and he was actually a really cool character, and it was too bad that he died the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was it, the comic book guy, you
Hawkins?
said it. Hawkins, yeah. So that's what
the Predator didn't like his jokes, obviously.
Yeah, so we're basically the A team. We're the best of the best. We're 7, highly trained Green Berets. Are they? Yeah, Green Berets, armed to the teeth. What are you bringing?
I'm bringing the Queen and 40 Xenomorphs.
Okay.
Not only are we faster, we're stronger, and they actually work well together.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think there's any arguing among the hive or wanting pace or pay raises or anything like that.
And it was great things they'll throw out fodder just to lure people out.
Right.
So
yeah, it's true. Okay, so
what's the different types of aliens they
have in the group? Actually, in this group, the aliens we're willing to go with are just the basic Xenomorphs and the Queens, aliens. But we have there's face huggers and chest bursters.
But for this, we're just using the Queen and 40 warriors.
Yeah, and we know the chest bursters are useless, and the face hugger, the only thing, we can even decide if they're able to spit acid or not.
Right. Maybe we'll come back to that on another one. And you know what? Hey, if anyone wants to add anything maybe we missed, tweet us or leave us comments on YouTube or Facebook. But so the fight is going to take place in kind of what we're presuming is a neutral location.
What are the weaponry? I mean, you guys
we've got
we're bringing a lot.
Oh yeah.
But it's limited though, right?
Yeah.
I guess you could say it's limited.
The ammo's limited.
Yeah. So for Blaine, he's got Old Painless, his minigun. Or as Jesse the Body Ventura says in a behind the scenes, the most awesome Haldhan weapon known to man.
Haldhan.
And then what is it? We've got grenades, we got
hand grenades, M16s, shotguns,
automatic,
submachine guns.
Yeah. Billy's got that machete
that he cuts himself with.
Yeah, and then looks very intimidating and then gets his spine torn out in the next scene.
Yeah, for us, for weapon wise, we just got blood, which is very aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
We know that burns through things pretty quickly. They have a pretty high intelligence for, I guess you can say, beasts.
Yeah.
Their armor itself, or their body itself, is basically a type of armor.
And also, too, aren't they pressurized? So when they do break,
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blood spews everywhere.
That's fine. We got ranged weapons. We're fine.
Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. On top of that, they're hard to be seen, especially in any type of dark areas.
Mm-hmm.
Their vision is actually, I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's not really heat vision or anything like that. But they don't see like everything else. They I guess it's kind of like a sonar type of deal they have.
Sonar sense.
Yeah, so
that's fine because we fought a predator that can't be seen, and we killed it. So Dutch did.
Man, you know what? You know how Billy didn't fear anything? I would have loved to have seen the look on his face when he realized that he fucked up in that moment when the predator just walks over the ridge and sees Billy there holding a machete. I would love to see the look on his face. I bet you anything, he just all over himself, doo-doo just everywhere.
What gave Arnold the upper hand was when he plastered his body with mud, which was hard for the predator to see because they use off the heat sensors.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens, they're more of a sonar sense. They're gonna sense you anyways, so it's gonna be hard to get up the upper hands besides the ammo,
Yeah, but Arnold killed the predator. Not with guns, not with grenades. He killed it with a freaking knife with a stick.
And his massive python arms.
Yeah.
That's not fair. He's Conan.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys are at
a huge
disadvantage. Yeah.
And he was also pregnant, and Danny DeVito's brother. His
twin. Yeah, he was his twin too.
And he's the last action hero.
And he was also a kindergarten teacher.
That's true. Yeah, that's right.
He was also a sheriff in a new movie with some flabby old titties.
You know what? I didn't
see it either.
I actually wanted to see that movie.
That's it.
Yeah, everyone gets quiet. I didn't want to see that movie.
No.
I'll pass on that.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's what I see. Okay, so Dutch's team, they're getting dropped in. The location is going to be like
another thing that they have is a satchel charge. It's basically a big bag of explosives that could be detonated with the timer. So, because remember how he used it when he put it on the truck, when he lifted up the truck to send it into
right.
that camp?
Yeah, you guys are, that's right. We got that. Boom. And so it's a semi-neutral location. It's going to be like an isolated island, we'll say like Manhattan, that's been evacuated. And a team previously went in, and Dutch's team, just like in Predator, is the rescue team. So their goal is to try to rescue, whatever survivors of the previous team is left, and Dylan's probably holding information and being a dick as usual. So I see them getting dropped off. The aliens have created a hive somewhere in Manhattan. Billy, with his tracking skills, will be able to, basically figure out where roughly the location is. And so these guys are smart, they're Green Beret, also too, they jump from mission to mission. They're always doing missions. So, their skills are fresh, they're sharp. And they look out for each other. They're not going to send, someone out there to be cannon fodder. So they're probably going to do something to lure, maybe the aliens out.
Well, I mean, what would probably first happen is they'll probably set up somewhere, like you said.
Right.
And
have a vantage point.
Yeah, have a vantage point. What's probably going to end up happening is, because the way that aliens usually seem to work is that they'll send out a wave of a handful, maybe like, between like 2 to 10 of their xenomorphs out. Mm-hmm. They kind of get a sense of what they're going against.
Right.
So like, I can see them easily going out there and getting overpowered, Right. But in the sense of that, they're going to be using a lot of ammo getting at them because, like I said, they're faster and the weapon that they're using is probably going to cut right through their body armor anyways.
Right. I think maybe, like, in this instance, we may lose, like, pockets at the most,
Yeah, so, but there'll still be a good amount being lost because to kill an alien, it does take a lot,
I wouldn't say it takes a lot.
Well, it's not like a regular human, I'm saying. Like, you can just get one good kill shot and that's it.
I don't know. I've seen, what is it? Like, you could probably take, like, a handgun, unload the whole entire clip into an alien.
It's called a magazine.
Yeah, that. So you unload the clip into the alien.
Okay, anyway, get to your point, dick.
And, and by the time, you actually kill it, it's probably going to explode all over you.
Yeah.
But,
remember in Alien Resurrection, that guy got off one headshot on that one alien and his head just blew up like right after?
Oh, was it the trick shot?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
I forgot what his name. I think his name was Christy. He had like a girl's name.
Was it double barrel? I thought he had like kind of revolvers.
He had just two like
because he was the guy who like had the handguns that would like shoot out.
Still took one shot.
Yeah.
Still took one shot. By sawed off.
But if it's still a handgun, so it still shoots bullets, not like buckshot or slugs. So eat it, Gilbert. Once again,
I'm just saying. Well,
I just bit my tongue. That's what I did. And there goes my piercing. Fuck, that hurt.
Ow. So, at that point, Dutch's platoon would probably, make their way in to the hive. And what do you see happening here? I see them, trying to.
I see the aliens giving up.
Well, what's usually going to happen? They're not going to just straight go in for attack at the moment. They're going to let them come into their home a certain way.
Their home made out of boogers.
Yeah. By this time, it's their hive. It's gonna the tone of the walls are going to match the tone of their skin.
Right.
So that alone is going to be hard to see.
Yeah.
The best way, their best way of attacking is through surprise.
Okay, so they're gonna be using stealth and
yeah.
Oh yeah, and they'll probably have like vantage points.
They will definitely have vantage points.
like little.
I mean, they basically turn their hive into a maze. Mm-hmm. Any big rooms they get, it becomes a maze. I mean, it's gonna get confusing in there.
Okay. So what is there, like 20 of them left? We say like 10 or 20 of the aliens like went running out, or
I would say I mean at an estimation about 10 of them, you know.
Okay, so there's like 30 still left. Maybe Poncho would maybe be like the next one that goes down. But he's got a grenade launcher with him. And the reason why I say that, you know, Poncho would probably be going down next is because his grenade launcher wouldn't really work too well in that close proximity.
Oh, it'll cause problems in that close proximity.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, not just
gonna,
for the Xenomorphs, but for the platoon itself, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's probably going to end up taking out not only himself, a few Xenomorphs.
I would say he would easily take out like 3 or 4.
Yeah, but he'll probably take out a good chunk of the room, too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Which is going to make it much more difficult to find your way out, you know?
Poncho's probably, you know.
Not if they leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Duh.
Billy's going to be, you know, doing his best being the tracker, you know, trying to lead them, you know, through this maze of boogers. Then Mac is probably going to be the next one, I'd say, out, because Mac trying to, you know, use his stealth, and his stealth kind of being like obsolete against, you know.
Yeah, against some, you know, things that.
Right. And I think Mac's cool, and it's really, you know, too bad because, you know, he's just going against something that, you know.
He probably died just like he did in Predator 2, where like an alien uses its little mouth to blow out the front of his head through the back of his head.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Yeah, he's like, you know, sneaking around. He's like,
he's all hugged up against the wall and like doesn't realize
he's all hugged up against the wall.
That he's rubbing his ass against an alien's face.
Oh, poor Mac. Okay, so Mac, Poncho, and Hawkins are down.
Damn already.
Yeah. But I would say at that point, you know, we've taken out maybe 5 of your aliens at this point.
So we're about down to about 25.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
About 23 because we got 3 killed earlier.
Oh, okay. So
3. So 22.
22.
Okay, so about 22. I still have Blaine. I still have Dutch. I still have Billy. I have my heavy hitters. Not only are they like big beefy dudes, but, you know, I think that, you know, what is it? As we see in Aliens, the aliens, although they may be stronger, they're not like insanely stronger than humans, because
well, I mean, you kind of
hold a door.
Yeah, it's funny because there's some parts you see them like. You can see a regular person hold off a door, you know.
Right.
Hold the door off.
There's a lot of inconsistencies.
Yeah, but then they can rip open a door. Well, a steel plate door.
What it might be too is that, you know, just like there are different humans with different strengths levels.
And you know what the same with aliens.
Maybe it's the same thing with aliens. You know, that there are different aliens that, you know, maybe one alien's a little beefier than another one. Which would explain like maybe why those 2 aliens killed that one alien in Alien Resurrection. Because he was the weaker of the 2, or of the 3. Okay, so what is it? I've got Billy, Blaine, Dutch.
From this point, what I would see with the aliens, knowing that these guys are actually pretty formidable, by this time they had to already be low on ammo because they're in a place that they're basically shooting in the dark.
Well, then what would probably end up happening is, as we've seen in Predator, Billy, when he's up against something that he doesn't quite understand, like, you know, when he was against the Predator, it freaks him out. And when Billy gets freaked out, the rest of the group is like, oh crap, like, you know, what if Billy's scared, then we need to be scared. And so I'd say Billy would try to maybe like go mano a mano eventually, you know, with
I would definitely say that. Because like with Billy, I would think what they're probably going to be doing is because I mean, just like any animals, they feed off. I mean, they can sense the certain fear in people, you know. And if Billy's already freaking out, they're going to try to figure a way to single him out away from the group.
I wouldn't say he was freaking out.
Well,
like,
but you know what I'm saying.
You can't really get it off of him unless you know him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, they have that sense or whatever. I'm not saying aliens actually have that sense, but most creatures have.
But these are aliens.
Well, also too, like what we'll probably be kind of like taking into account is like with Billy is like he has like almost like a pseudo sixth